beautifuls, welcome. I hope you're having an awesome day, or if you're not having an awesome day, I hope that this video will help you to have an awesome day after this. So I'm Beth, for those of you who don't know me, and for those of you who are well familiar with me. Sup. So today I wanted to hop on Facebook Live. I just had a little bit of time in between some clients, and I thought it'd be fun to make a video for the tribe, and so we can connect. And what I wanted to talk to you today about is how we can create and manifest a really awesome, beautiful life. And I know we're always, like, for myself, I feel like this is always a work in progress. Like, I know I've manifested a lot of awesome connections and things towards myself, but I also am excited to create even more of that vibration and that sacred vibration in my life. But the truth about manifesting an awesome life is ultimately it's really about how we're feeling about our lives. That really is like the foundation of it, right? We can manifest like a ton of money, and we can manifest like a big house and, white picket fence and all that, and we still might not be happy. So really this discussion that we're having really centers on where is our vibration at, and are we excited about what we're living? And that's actually the key to manifest that awesome life. So if you're watching on live, or if you're watching if you're watching live actually, or if you're watching on replay, give us a shout out, comment in the comments below, let us know where you're coming to us from, and you can be in touch throughout the whole video. If it's live, I can read the comments right away and have that connection with you, and if you're on replay, I always like to go back and check the comments and keep the discussion going. So basically, I've been listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks lately. Probably a lot of you are familiar with Abraham Hicks, but if you're not, Abraham is a non-physical collection of entities, so really beautiful source energy that channels themselves through a woman named Esther Hicks. And as strange or as weird as that sounds, it's actually, Abraham Hicks is like a worldwide phenomenon, best-selling books, Oprah is all about Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer, and like, they're really, really well known, and people actually really, really receive these messages, which is really cool. Abraham speaks so much about what we all know to be true at the end of the day, at our core energy, what we know. And what we know at our core energy is that our vibration creates our entire lives, no matter what. So wherever we are vibrating at, and we are vibrational beings that are connected to Source always, who come from Source, who are extensions of Source energy. But we can get amnesia when we come to this physical planet, and Abraham says we're on the leading edge, so we're always like discovering new things and creating new things, and we're the creators of our reality based on our vibration. And so our lives are basically created around what vibrational resonance that we're offering. So if you think about it like this, basically the whole world is trying to create really cool realities for themselves by controlling the outer picture. So if you again, think about it. We have two kind of faces of reality that we see. We have our inner world, so we have our emotions and our thoughts and our reactions and all those inner kind of energies that go on. And then we have the outer world. And we have things that come to us, job opportunities, new people, different places that we see, different things that happen in the outside world, commercials that we see, pieces of media that come our way, etc., etc. And if you think about it, well, I really want you to think about it, apparently. It's the third time I'm inviting you to think about it. We only have control over one of those faces of reality, even though the internal and the external are one and the same at the end of the day, which is actually kind of the point of this discussion. We as human beings only have control over our inner worlds, but everyone on the planet is putting all of their energy, like almost everyone on the planet is putting almost all of their energy to trying to control the outside world. So trying to get that job and working really, really hard to like go and climb the corporate ladder, or working really, really hard to find that guy and going on all the online dating sites and meeting up with 10 different guys at a time and having Tinder and all this stuff to meet that guy, or the ways that we can try to control other people, that, I don't like how this person is treating me, so I'm really going to control and just try to show them that that is really inappropriate and they need to change, right? And you can feel that kind of stuck energy. But at the end of the day, it's all so silly, because if we're not loving and enjoying what we're creating in our external world, we only can go within to create that new reality for ourselves. So basically, the idea here is that whatever we are vibrating at, whatever energy resonance we are vibrating at, we are calling those beings and we're calling that energy towards ourselves. So we don't really, if we're awakened beings, we've realized that we don't really need to focus a whole lot on what's happening in the external world. Our job is to tend to our inner world and ask ourselves every day, where is my vibrational resonance at? So if I'm vibrating with joy and I'm vibrating with excitement about life, and I'm like, I'm so excited for this to happen, or I'm so excited that the birds are flying in the sky. Look at the sun playing with me. I'm so excited, that this is happening, or I'm just so grateful. I'm in appreciation that I have a warm bed to wake up in, or I'm so appreciative that, my friend called me because she was wondering how I'm doing. I'm so appreciative of that. And if we're cultivating those feelings of appreciation and gratitude and joy, then that's what we're vibrating at, and that's what we're pulling into our experience. So we don't have to. This is the way of this funny pillar of shadow is so funny. I'm just going to stay in the pillar because it's kind of working. So this is the way of the divine feminine, really, actually, in my understanding and from my lensing and how I view this, is coming from a really internal place and going really internally in order to drop into what we know is true and create that external reality. So here's the thing. So what if in our external lives, we've had shit hit the fan, we've had, we can hardly make our rent, and we're really struggling, and this is happening, and so we're like, how am I going to get myself to a vibrationally, joyous place if nothing good is happening in my outer world? Well, the first step is to realize that I am the co-creator. So what's happening in my outer world can be shifted quite quickly if I shift my inner vibration, and hopefully that'll give you some motivation. And then I'm actually going to tell you, disconnect from what is happening in this outer world and don't think of it so strictly as reality, because reality is whatever you decide to create, and that can switch quite quickly. So if you can go into the forest and go for a walk and breathe and just be grateful for the plants and the animals, or if you can write a gratitude list of 10 things that you're excited and grateful that is happening to you, even if that's I'm breathing, there's blue in the sky, or if you can go into a daydream and think about all of the amazing things that you're excited about, if you can go into a daydream, and if you're wanting that awesome relationship, then go visualize that awesome relationship in your mind and create this perfect person for you. And however that you can get your vibrations up to a space that you are feeling more gratitude and feeling more appreciation, you're going to be calling that energy into your life. So if you feel like, and here's the thing, this is what Abraham teaches as well, you might think that you are focusing on things that you want, and so you're like, well, if the law of attraction is true, Beth, and if I'm vibrating, my vibrations call in my reality, well, I'm always kind of thinking about the guy that I want, or I'm always kind of thinking about the money that I want, and it's still not showing up. Well, the reason if that is happening, then what it means is that your dominant vibration is actually focusing on the lack of that. So if you're like, oh, I really want a guy, I really want an awesome relationship, just even think about that. Oh, I really want a guy. I really want an awesome relationship. The energy of that is, I don't have an awesome relationship. I don't have a guy. And where is he? Let's go get him. So that vibration that you're offering is one of lack. And therefore that is manifested to you. But if you can get your thought patterns in a new space where you're saying, you know what? My guy hasn't shown up yet, but I love what Abraham says, the bigger part of me is already with the guy. The bigger part of me is already with that perfect partner. Or if you're manifesting a lovely lady, you can do that too. Or let's just use the relationship example. The bigger part of me is already with that guy. The bigger part of me is already in the best relationship ever, and I know it's coming. I can feel it coming. It's like I can literally, feel his energy being pulled to me, and I'm so excited to welcome him into my life, and our partnership is so amazing. So if you start to think about that instead of, oh, I don't have the guy, where's the guy, that's going to automatically shift your vibration. And the other part of it is just being patient. Abraham says that the moment that we shoot that rocket of desire out, it has already been done. So every time we ask for something, there's somewhere in the universe, the bigger part of ourselves, that we already have that manifestation in our lives. So we just need to become in a vibrational match for that to align. So we can also really be patient. Like if we haven't seen the physical manifestations show up yet, but we're doing, every day we're working our vibes and we're connecting with our vibes, and I'm going to lean towards joy today. I am going to have fun and I'm going to play and I'm going to put on what I did as I put on like Ain't No Mountain High Enough, that song today. And I was dancing around and like feeling so joyous. And like that's the kind of energy that we want to bring. We don't always have to fixate on what we want and what we're trying to manifest and make it so like this chore. Like if manifesting is a chore for you, you're doing it wrong. Sorry. Manifesting, we can manifest the best lives ever and not even actually need to focus on the specifics of what we're manifesting. We can just have fun and flow and be in joy as best as we can and forgive ourselves when we're not there and just say, oh, it's okay, because I know that this is a flow and I'm just going to reach for that better feeling thought. And even that better feeling thought might be, it's okay, I accept myself, right? And we're just going to come from a place of deeper feeling into the way that we want to feel. Now we're manifesting, now we're aligned with source energy, and now we're calling in really awesome vibrations into our lives. So some of you might be super familiar with the concepts that I just talked about, and some of you might be kind of new to it. But at the end of the day, and one second, I'm just going to check the time because I have a client. Okay, looks like, how did that only time? Okay, wow, time is like slowing down right now. Good, we have some time. Yeah, so basically the core teaching of what I'm offering right now is that wherever our vibrational resonance is at, however we are vibrating, if that's with disappointment, if that's with joy, if that's with judgment, if that's with love, that's what we're calling into our lives. And there are no exceptions, that whatever we attract towards ourselves is a vibrational match to what we have been offering. So we can also look around at our lives and come from an empowering, self-responsible place and go, okay, everything that I've manifested is where I'm vibrationally at. And we can use that as clues as to where we're at. And we can also use different processes like meditation, like going for walks in the forest, like jumping into the ocean, like dancing around to our favorite music, like getting together with girlfriends and just laughing, like praying, like doing ritual, all these tools that we can use to put ourselves in the vibration of that which is we want. Something that's like kind of new for me about this, that is like, I think a long time coming, is I've always kind of felt like in order to process some of that deeper, more dense energy that like it kind of feels a little more stuck, or really I almost had to fixate on it and to breathe into it and spend hours with it before I could move into the space of joy. And what Abraham is starting to teach me is that no, you don't. You can literally transmute and heal years and years and years of pain just by shifting into a vibration of love and gratitude and letting source energy do its thing. So that's a teaching that's big for me, rather than like, oh, I feel pain and I'm sad. What I have been in the process of doing is like feeling that pain and feeling that sadness for like 2 hours. And as much as I still believe in feeling our pain, we can feel it from a different lensing. We can feel it being like, oh, I'm excited that this is releasing, and I'm just going to feel it, release it, ask spirit to transmute it, take 3 minutes to do that, and then move on and then go about dancing and just trust that joy is our natural energy. So if we can just bathe and surrender into joy as best as we can, that's going to help us to manifest that really, really awesome life and all those really, really awesome, cool opportunities that we want to ourselves. And that's big. Like, I feel like some angels or beings are whispering in my ear. Remember that. Give yourself permission to be happy. Give yourself, I feel like I constantly catch myself, like being surprised, and as I remember that joy and love is our natural inherent frequency, and that the actual struggle is to put ourselves in the flow of not well-being, right? Abraham, who's the teachings are coming through here, says it's like so many of us are paddling upstream. We're like, hi, Ez. Nice to see you. Basically, yeah, so many of us are paddling upstream and are like just being like, all the things that I want are at the other end of hard work, and I just need to struggle, and I just need to give it a little bit more, suffer a little bit more, and I'll get what I want. And it's the other way. They say turn the boat around and go with the flow, go with what's fun, go with what's natural, and every day reach for better feeling thoughts. And by better feeling thoughts, I don't mean, oh my God, life is so exciting, blah, 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 and not actually pay attention to how you're really feeling in your body. I used to do this all the time. Reach for better feeling thoughts and flow, whatever feels right. If what feels right is, all is well. You can come from this really relaxed standpoint as you manifest. It doesn't have to be so like, like you could be like, all is well. I'm going with the flow. I'm going to be patient. Life supports me. I'm surrendering. And go with the flow. Turn that boat downstream. Get into the vibration of support. Get into the vibration that is your truth. And the natural energy and the natural rhythm of the universe is to bring you downstream into all that you desire, to bring you downstream into what's easy and what's flow. And that's why I think so many of us have a hard time with this, is because our culture has literally programmed us into believing that what we want requires hard work, sacrifice, and struggle. And that's like inside of us right now. And we need to just break those bonds, those chains of energy that's in our subconscious, call it for what it is, which is just not true, and realize that, like I said, joy and love is the natural vibration of the universe. And I've had many experiences where I know this to be true in my heart, even if it always doesn't feel like it sometimes. I know this to be true in my heart, and I feel in your heart you know that to be true, that joy and love is the natural vibration of the universe. So my question for you is, how can you go downstream today? How can you go with the flow? And yeah, you might have been stressing out about this or this, but can you realize you don't have to figure any of that out? You can just release it to Spirit, have a quick prayer. Thank you, Spirit, for transmuting this, transmuting my fears through the elixir of love. I give this to you. And then go on and put your favorite song on and dance around, or go on and have that like ice cream that makes you feel joyous, or like, maybe it's going to be healthier, but maybe ice cream makes you feel joyous. Like, that's totally fine. You know what I mean? And just have fun, and just like go in the forest, be crazy, be with your girlfriends, just relax and let life support you. Let life support you. Life wants to give you so many of these gifts. Be in the energy of appreciation, joy, love as much as possible. Use your tools to get you into that vibration, and I promise you, really, really cool things and synchronicities will come in your life. And from my lensing right now, you don't really have to worry too much about what they are or what they look like. Just let it go and let life surprise you and bring you a lot of cool, awesome things. I know for me, a couple of the awesome manifestations that the universe has provided me with are this beautiful home that I'm in right in front of the ocean, an old growth forest, and my own little place, a really amazing community around me. And that took a while to kind of come into my life, but I opened into it, and the universe is like constantly supporting us, right? And the universe has supported me with like, in lots of different ways. And if I can be there, I am already manifesting more of that, because I'm in appreciation right now for what the universe has already provided for me. I get to go to Mexico in about a week and a half, and I have the financial support to do so, and that feels so exciting. And I have the ocean outside of my door, and I can jump in the ocean whenever I want, and that's always available for me. Oh, that's so exciting. So here we are for you. What manifestations have you already received in your life? What do you appreciate in your life? Get yourself in that wavelength. Get yourself in the vibrational alignment to, as is giving me lots of hearts, awesome. And if you're watching live or if you're watching on replay, feel free to answer this. Actually, please do. Let's do this. Comment with what you're so grateful for already, what you are so appreciative for. And let's align ourselves with the flow of our truth. And that's how we're going to vibrate with appreciation, with gratitude. Then we're going to pull and attract the very same vibrations into our field, and it's going to be like a domino effect. It's going to be like a snowball effect. Be really mindful of this when you wake up in the morning. Be really mindful with where your thoughts are. Are you starting your day with, oh fuck, this sucks, I have to go up and get to work and I'm tired and this, and like, 30 minutes later you're in kind of a shadowy place, a wounded place, because you're totally focusing on what's not working, what you don't like. I'm not saying deny your true feelings, but a lot of the time the true feelings aren't actually, this sucks. Your true feelings are deeper than that, of maybe they just change your perspective. Oh, I'm excited to create something new. Abraham always says, if you know what you don't want, you're in a way better position to know what you do want. So if your true feelings in that moment are, I don't want this, great. Now pivot to what you do want. Oh, I'd be really excited to go to work and just like really, really love my work. Or, maybe that, that cute girl in the office below is going to be out today at the lunchroom, and maybe I'm going to get to see her. Ooh, that's exciting. Or like use whatever you have in order to climb to a vibration that feels more joyous to you. So I'll leave that with you. Don't forget to comment below, comment wherever you're watching from, and say what you are so appreciative for in your life, what you're already so grateful for, and let's get ourselves vibrating with this energy of appreciation, vibrating with this energy of love, and that is going to be what is going to attract all those beautiful manifestations in our lives. I'm just like, this is so fun. Sunshine, shadow. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. If you want to go further, if you love this energy, and if you're not already part of our private Facebook group, Sisterhood of the Mermaid Moon, I'd love for you to join. I've left the link in the title to this video, mermaid-moon.com. You're going to find right on the homepage there how you can join our private Facebook group. And for those of you who are already following along with me and have been with me for a while, just a reminder that registration for Moon Goddess Initiation, a 6-month deep dive, a 6-month private coaching with me to help you uncover your true gifts and to get out your soul expression, to help you connect with your goddess energy, your femininity, and your beauty. Registration with the bonus gifts closes on January 16th, and registration completely closes on January 21st, and the doors are closed for that journey. So if you want to sign up, you can either go to mermaid-moon.com/moongoddess to do so, or on that site you can also book a complimentary 30-minute session with me to like know what it would be like to do a 6-month deep dive together. There's up to 13 spots in the program, and we're already filling quite a few of those, so jump sooner rather than later. Okay, so yeah, and all the details to find the Facebook group and to find more about Moon Goddess Initiation can be found at mermaid-moon.com. Okay, so don't forget, I don't see any comments yet about what you appreciate, but I know they're coming. Comment with what you appreciate, comment with what you're excited by and grateful for, and let's get our vibrations in that realm, on that roll, because that's how we're going to continually manifest the most awesome lives ever. So much love, sisters, and probably a couple awesome brothers. You're great, and have the best day ever.